No!
This world is in dire need of repair.
No!
You can see the delicate
Ready? Here comes the countdown.
rays of grace.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. Here we go. What's going to happen? What's going to be the first thing that we're going to see? What is it? I don't know what it is, but it makes me want to dance. Yeah. 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 Da-da-da. Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Direct. Let's go. Actual gameplay experience may be different. Oh my god, it's Yoshi's Restaurant. Bloody Yoshi's Restaurant. Oh, is it yet another Mario Kart? Yahoo! It's a me! I fixed the part of the game! That's the same as this previous game! I'm joking. I do love Mario Kart. This time we put boats in it. This time the game I have boats in it, so it's a very different game. Nobody worry about the price. Just give me your money. I do love Mario Kart, to be fair. I do love Mario Kart, but the Nintendo exclusive games are spenny games. Oh, you can grind. You can grind and you can wall run. It's like Mario Kart plus Tony Hawk Pro Skater plus Jedi Survivor. Oh, and you can turn Mario into an amorphous blob. They've put Peach in jeans. Oh, there's different outfits. Microtransactions there to add to the price of the game. You know, it'd be amazing if they made Mario Kart a free game. Mario Kart World. If they made Mario Kart a free game and it was all just fueled by microtransactions.
Hello, everyone. I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll
This
be
is
one
dubbed.
of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
Thank you, Koichi.
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
What an amazing job to have.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hi, Takahiro.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead
Tetsuya,
for
how you
Nintendo
doing?
Switch 2.
Hardware design lead.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2.
It's
Now,
going to
What
cost
do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
bajillion pounds.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Oh, so this is not going to be back
Welcome this vast
compatible.
world. Kart
This is
races
not
are
gonna be
held
back
throughout
compatible,
various
guys.
regions that span the globe.
Exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Which means you won't be able to
Depending
play it on the
time of
Nintendo
day
Switch.
and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
They got a weather system in Mario Kart. We got a weather system in Mario Kart before we got GTA 6, guys.
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
What, it's an open world game? How do you finish the game
In
then?
the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Right.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Right.
With 24 drivers in each race,
Right.
the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
Is this whole 60
Introducing
minutes going to be about
Knockout
Mario
Tour.
Kart, do you think?
Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Race non-stop from one corner of the
There are
world
multiple
to another.
checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Oh, no.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Why do they all sound the same?
You
Why
can
do they
also
all sound the
freely
same?
drive around this vast world in free roam. By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
Oh, he just said routes. Apparently you can drive
You can
new
also
routes.
go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
And it's got a photo mode.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here.
Is it the size of the
Mario Kart
actual world, though?
World. The game
Available
launches on the same day as
On the Nintendo
Nintendo
Switch 2. April 17,
More details about
2025.
this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Gaga, thank you for the roses. Appreciate you.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2. These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch
Yeah.
2.
These like a magnet in.
And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
Ooh, what does it do?
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Cancels. Corrupts. Captures. Already had a capture button, didn't it?
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo!
Together.
That was me. That was you. So quick. Oh no!
Are they just launching the one game?
No.
Nix, I'm coming for you. Come on, no.
Introducing Game Chat, a
Oh
new
my
feature
God, they
for
got-
Nintendo Switch 2.
They got voice chat.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, finally. This has actually been the biggest thing that's been
With this
missing
feature,
from Nintendo
you'll be able to
Switch
communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
since its launch. It's the big thing that's been missing is voice chat.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right?
Oh, please tell me you can connect to mic though.
It can pick up
Please
your
tell me you
speaking
can
voice
connect to
clearly,
mic.
even from a distance.
I want to be able to connect to mic though.
All right, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a boat? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's so pink.
And you can use this feature
Why
in
is
handheld
it
mode
out
too,
of,
letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job, good job. There we go.
Revolutionary from
you can also
Nintendo
share
game
your
chat.
screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that?
Gargoyle, thank you for all the gifts. I'm recording for a YouTube video as well, so my response is going to be limited for the period of this. I apologise.
Oh, he's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat me.
I did say earlier on in the stream.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right?
I think
Oh wow, I'm like in the sky.
I think I could do the voiceover for Nintendo Direct. You can chat to your heart's content, and you can see where other people are in the game, so you can
You
cheat.
can adjust the size of your game screen,
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
or expand another friend's game screen.
I've got to say the shared screen looks pretty jittery to me.
You're almost there.
It looks like that's running at about
this is where
15 frames.
wall ride.
15 frames.
So
Screen
everyone
sharing.
can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait. Okay, I think we have to try.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
720p, 15 frames.
Yay. Oh, yo, that's
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Is
Here,
the
you can quickly and
is the
easily mute
voiceover
yourself
out of
and
sync
more.
because of
And there's this.
a Nintendo
By
Switch
connecting
camera?
this camera to the system,
Oh, come on.
Hey, what's up?
A proprietary camera, I really don't think was needed.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
you can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Your face is on.
I mean, I guess that's cool, but how much is that camera going to be?
Good.
No.
Here's how it looks with
I'll
just
just,
the camera.
I don't know, was that needed?
There you go.
Was it needed?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like
Xbox
this.
Connect.
Oh, okay.
No, wait.
good.
Go
That's
left,
good.
go left. Left, go left.
I mean, that is quite like a cool feature, but it's... What's the likelihood of
Using
all
Game
of your
Chat.
friends?
Even
Reckon
when
it's the
you're
same
apart,
camera that
you
used to
can
be able to
play
plug into the
games
back
and
of
hang out as if you were together
Game
in
Boy.
the same room.
that you could attach a printer
Play
to?
together.
Do you reckon it's the same
compete in
camera?
Online multiplayer games.
That is an amazing game, though.
Chat while playing your personal favorites.
I mean, I get why people wouldn't just
Decide
use
your own
Discord
rules
because not
for a
everybody has
retro game
Discord.
competition.
You know, that's quite
Or
like
hold
a
a sports
gamery
competition
thing, I
between
think,
families.
Discord. And not necessarily everyone on
All
Switch is a
together,
gamer as such.
Anytime,
But-
anywhere. Game chat.
It's slightly frustrating that they're introducing game chat like it's a new
What did you think?
concept.
In developing Game Chat,
Oh my
our goal
god!
was for you to enjoy playing
You can
online
talk
with
to
others more
people whilst
closely,
you're gaming!
including family and friends.
This definitely doesn't
Almost as if
exist
you're
on
all
every
playing
other
together in the
console
same
on the
place.
planet.
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as
I
Switch
want to
2.
know, is that going to be 1080p? Because it looked
A
janky
Nintendo
on the
Switch
screen.
Online membership will be required to use Game Chat. However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out.
Free without a
Game
membership for a
Chat
while.
supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app.
Parental
and different
controls.
settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends.
Right. Drafts.
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share.
That's cool.
As shown
That's
here,
cool.
even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or
I like that.
a Nintendo Switch system.
That's,
you can
you know,
share a
similar
game with up to 3
to
other systems at a time.
what Steam does.
Game Share also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier.
Nice.
Game
That's
Share
cool.
can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Doesn't look like it's coming to any
Up
other
next.
older generation games, though.
We'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Let's go for it. Show me.
Please take a look.
Please take a look. Bigger screen, same thickness.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen.
7.9
Here's how that
inches,
compares
guys.
to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
Is that about 7.9 inches?
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
It's still weird to me that they haven't gone up to a 4K screen yet.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second.
Not that it's necessarily
allowing
needed for
smoother gameplay and
Switch-style
supported titles.
games. I get it. I'm just surprised that they went like on the Switch one. They went to OLED,
The
but
LCD
they
screen
didn't.
is
They
more
didn't
vivid
upgrade.
and supports HDR,
Do you know what I
providing
mean?
more contrast between light and dark areas of
I don't
the
think you
images.
need 4K necessarily for the screen like this. Maybe it would increase the price significantly.
All-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically.
I like that. I like
Strong
that though.
magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Nice.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a
It's always really
Joy-Con
hard
2
to play
held
with a single
horizontally.
Joy-Con like that. We used to play Mario Tennis at my old job a lot with like
The
that.
left and right sticks are now larger.
I essentially used mine like a console though. It was all connected to the
Each Joy-Con 2
No.
controller can be used as a mouse to
That's
play
cool.
with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con
That's
2
cool.
support mouse controls.
I like that.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to
Please
filter
tell
sounds,
me, though,
so your voice will come through
that
clearly.
you can connect to a headset. Please.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Can you connect wireless headphones, please, Nintendo? Wireless headsets. Or at least a headset.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand.
That's nice.
You can
That's
move
nice.
it freely, like this.
2 USB-C ports. For what purpose?
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera.
I wonder
or
whether you can
charging in
use...
tabletop mode.
I wonder whether you can use any, like, webcam, or whether you have to use a Nintendo one.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo
That's
Switch.
good.
For storing your game
That's
downloads,
very good.
save data, and more.
Although, I think with the speed that you can download
Reading and
games now,
writing
it's
data
less
is also
less of a
faster.
requirement to have lots of storage, but... Oh, the new dock supports
Use the
4K.
Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for
There you
compatible
go.
games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Nice. 4K HDR.
The
And
Nintendo
it's got a
Switch
fan
2
on it.
dock has a built-in fan that
That's-
keeps your system cool.
They're making it much
This
more
helps keep
console-y.
performance stable.
That's cool as well. It's literally cool. It's literally cool, guys.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital
Hang
games
on a
are
second.
supported.
As well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. That means there's going to be some that you can't play. So it's not completely back compatible. Is that right? Does that mean devs are going to have to do some work
As
to
you
make it
just
work?
saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed
Not
in
sure about
lots of
this.
new
I like
gameplay
that. I like the
features.
mouse thing. I like the fan
And
thing.
to
I
help
like the
players
4K
better
dock.
understand the Switch 2 hardware,
But-
we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself.
This
is
is
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
this is going to be
exclusive to
Astrobot
Nintendo
for
Switch 2.
Nintendo Switch. Astrobot for Nintendo Switch, right?
I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone,
Yeah,
join
I
me
think
inside
probably
the game.
third-party games aren't going to be compatible, maybe, unless
There
the
are a
devs
lot
do
of
work to
question
do
mark
it, and
icons
all of the
here.
Nintendo
Let's examine them.
exclusives will be.
This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to the system with magnets.
Okay, I see what they've done is
And
they've
those
kind
magnets
of
are
made an
inside the system.
Astrobot thing here, but it's not fun. It's literally
The
just
SL
learning.
and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
This is a lot of information about the magnets.
Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this.
I do like that a lot.
You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the
I do
Joy-Con
like
too.
it a lot.
By combining
surreal.
the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing mini-games and tech demos.
Shake it, shake it.
Some of the secrets
This
range
is-
from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So
Paid?
please check it out if you're interested.
A paid.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
No. A paid
This is
digital
the game
game
card for
that
Nintendo
teaches you
Switch
how
2
to use the
titles.
game.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards.
It's like
but
paying
it's
for the
now
user
red,
manual.
And it has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will
Oof.
only work with micro SD express cards.
I remember
They're
Astrobot
a
originally was a
different
free
type of
game.
SD card and will make
Originally,
high-speed data transfers
and it was a demo for the PS5 controller.
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more.
So it's not
We're
like you
also
just
releasing
log in
a
and all
new
your games
Pro
will be there.
controller. It
I
has
did-
a C
I
button,
did like
which launches
the,
Game Chat, and on the
Nintendo
back,
Pro
there
controller.
are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
Oh, and it's got the back buttons as well.
In addition, an audio jack has been added.
Please tell me that
We've
uses the
introduced
microphone
a
there
few
as
new
well.
features,
Can you
and
use a
after
microphone
today's
on the Pro
presentation,
controller?
The official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo
Didn't
Switch
they
2
already-
launches on June
June
5th.
5th.
We're very
Okay.
much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
June 5th, 2025.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Yeah.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2.
That feels like a given.
The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
Go
Nintendo
into more
Switch 2
detail about
edition
that,
games
please.
Are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals.
Oh, it's gonna
unique ways
be
to play on Switch 2.
Remastered
and
this,
more.
remastered that, remastered this, remastered
Now,
that, remastered
I'd like
this.
to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party
Ugh.
Jamboree. Please take a look.
I'm
Super Mario
not super
Party
happy about
Jamboree
this
is getting
Switch
an upgrade
Direct,
on Nintendo Switch 2.
to be honest.
The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls,
Yeah. Mouse controls.
audio recognition,
Nice, that's cool.
more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online.
Ah ha ha ha! Look how happy we
Up
are.
next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins.
It's Nintendo Wii.
Guide an RC car with your voice. Go! And compete in other mini-games using full body movement
I mean,
and
this is
sound.
that stuff's quite
Finally,
cool.
take a ride on the mouse-controlled Carnival Coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
That's nice. I mean, that's cool. That's quite a cool thing.
When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin. There's a bouldering game
That
where
is
2 players
Astrobot,
each control an arm.
literally,
And
but
one
with
where you
2
shake
players
a can
controlling
of
the
spray
arms.
paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive minigames. How quickly can you reach the station? From minigames that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble. the
So some of these
biggest party
minigames
yet
are just
is getting
not going to be able to
even
play.
Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo
So if you
Switch
had
2
Nintendo-
July 24th.
If you had Mario Party Jamboree,
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own
won't-
Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
right? So yeah, more money.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
I told you it's going to be
Nintendo Switch 2
remaster.
editions of The Legend of
Remaster,
Zelda Breath
remaster,
of the Wild and
remaster.
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
Dear me.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule.
What is
using
Zelda Notes?
This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices.
What is it though?
It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance
Oh,
activating.
this is what I need. It's like
Proceed
having
more.
chat. It's like having a chat on stream where they're going, go left, no left, no, you went past
You
it.
can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
That's quite cool. If you, for people who are into the Zelda stuff, they're gonna absolutely love that.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable. In Kirby and the Forgotten Land,
Oh, there's
you'll
so
be able
many.
to enjoy
I mean, I said
an
this
additional
earlier on, but there's so many
exclusive
just
to the
like
Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with
remaster
improved
this, sell it
graphics and
again,
frame
same
rates.
game, sell it again, same game, sell it again. I mean, the big one at the beginning was Mario Kart. Fine, it's a
This
new
story
Mario
takes place in
Kart.
the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful
It's
meteor
not back
that's
compatible,
causing
so you
some
can't play it on the
mysterious changes.
Switch. And it's a Mario Kart game. And then everything else
We
so
hope
far
you're
has
looking forward to
been,
Kirby's new adventure.
Switch 2 edition of the same game.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
This is a new game, I think. I believe this is a new game.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Look, it's like M&K, mouse and keyboard, but
Plus,
on a
you
Switch.
can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at
They're
120
definitely-
frames per second.
They're definitely pushing
Choose from
towards
these two modes, both
console,
of which support
aren't they?
HDR, based on your preference
Do you think?
and playstyle.
trying to satisfy console
Plus-
and handheld.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
It would be interesting to see
The Nintendo
like a
Switch 2 edition
Nintendo
games you just saw will be
console,
available as
you
both
know?
physical
Not a-
and digital versions.
not a handheld.
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by
How
purchasing an upgrade
much
pack.
is the upgrade pack?
We hope you're looking forward
For
to
each
these
game?
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
They're really pushing this mouse
Please
control
take a
thing. And I think that is a mistake. And let me tell you why. Most of the time, if I'm playing my Nintendo Switch, it's in my hands like this, or it's on my TV and I'm sat on my sofa. I don't have a desk in front of me to do it. Look, Rocket League in wheelchairs. Like most of the time, I think 90% of your use case for a Nintendo Switch, you're not going to be at a desk. Do you know what I mean? Most of these people will never have gamed at a desk because that's a nerdy PC gamer thing to do. This guy right here. Will it work on your leg? Will the mouse work on your leg? The thing is with that, like, my mouse, for example, works on my leg, but it is a pain in the arse. It is a pain in the arse. I don't want to be this guy that's super negative about Switch 2. I was super excited about it. But this doesn't feel like it's hit to me.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I have long observed the lines between.
No!
This world is in dire need of repair.
No!
You can see them communicating. The rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
Wow. Is this gonna be the full game? No.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord.
No way! That's a big reveal. That's a big reveal. I can't wait for all the casual Switch gamers to be absolutely disappointed by the fact that they cannot complete that.
Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I haven't played this, but this is supposed to be amazing.
The Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time.
Elden Ring on Switch is crazy.
Ends of the earth. Getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game
I'm
you can
shocked
quickly
by
pick
that.
up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Hades 2 is supposed to be great.
こんにちは、カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイター6です。
Street Fighter.
本体を持ち寄ってのタイ
That's
トルは
another
もち
cool
ろん
one.
任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した「Years 1-2 Fighters Edition」の2バージョンをさらに
There's a couple of different versions of that. I don't know if you saw that at the bottom there, but there's a couple of different
スイッチ2の
versions.
発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels.
Mech game?
Testing data
What
rate
is
with
this?
spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money.
Arsenal.
I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels!
Arsenal.
This planet will be ours.
This
The
looks like a cool
Sovereign
game.
The Trinitas has almost
They should have done some of this stuff much earlier on.
to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war.
They're finishing off stronger than they started.
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart.
Definitely finishing off stronger than they started.
All children, bring hope to our lives.
Demon X Machina.
Don't they?
Titanic Sion. Hazelight.
This is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight.
There we go. Split Fiction.
To come to Nintendo Switch 2.
It
The
looks
game
like a
is
real
story about friendship.
pared down version of
You
it.
play as Mio, who writes
But this is a
sci-fi,
great
and
Switch
Zoe,
game.
who writes
This
fantasy.
is a great Switch game.
Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you
Especially
and a
if it
friend
has
to help
game
them
sharing
break
on it.
free.
If they allow the game
Let me
share
tell
thing
you
with
this.
this.
If you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At
EA
Sports, we're bringing
Sports.
fans
It's in the
together across the
game.
world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL
I couldn't
will also be
care
arriving
less.
on the Nintendo platform. EA Sports. It's in the
EA
game.
FC coming to Switch. Great.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software.
Hogwarts
We are bringing
Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2.
It's already on Switch.
With enhanced graphics and
The
seamless world
expectation
transition,
should be that it's on Switch too.
you'll be immersed in the Wizarding World like never
The
before.
expectation that everyone had was that everything was going to be
And the new
back
mouse
compatible, that you could
controls
play
on
any
Switch
Switch
2
2
give you even
game,
more ways
any
to
Switch
experience
game
the
on a
adventure.
Switch 2. But that definitely isn't going to happen.
Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Great for a Switch game. Great for a Switch game. Nice. I think Tony Hawk's Pro Skater makes sense as a Switch game now. Don't you think? A few moments later.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, they're bringing a lot of console-esque things to
As
Switch
the best
2.
assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to
Hey,
accomplish
how did
his
they get
mission.
this? How did they get this 3D
And
scan
how
of
each
me?
mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination.
Hang on a sec. Where did they get this 3D scan of
Our
me?
ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
That's definitely not Switch 2 graphics. How much will it cost? That is the question. How much will it cost? James Bond. Is this GoldenEye? Is this GoldenEye?
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
I thought it was going to be GoldenEye. Square Enix.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn.
Square Enix? Square
Bravely
Enix?
Default returns, remastered in high definition.
Remastered in high
Featuring the Bravely
definition.
Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party.
I don't know what this
Enjoy
is.
your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light.
It's the longest game then. Bravely Default. Blah, 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 blah.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始
They
ま
are
り
bringing a
を
lot of
追加シーンととも
console
に
stuff,
お楽し
but
みください。
I feel like this started off
発売日は
very poorly.
Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
AAA Game Studios. What's this then?
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call The imprisoning war.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle?
This is the story leading into Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It's a prequel, guys. It's a prequel. I'm trying to keep in my head all of the things that have happened in this. It's quite a long presentation, but Hyrule Warriors. Age of Imprisonment. The Zelda prequel. Coming in the winter. Later this year.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
Which
Please
is?
Take a look at this.
GameCube.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion
It's like the
pack will be
PlayStation
getting
Classics
a
library,
new
right?
classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
So it's like a
Transcending history and the
classics
world.
library.
A tale of souls and swords eternally retold.
Soul
In
Calibur.
this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white-knuckle
F-Zero
racing at
GX.
speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together
And they're going to have
locally
multiplayer as well.
or
That's
online.
quite cool.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Interesting. I mean, that's not, it's quite a cool thing to have.
More titles will be added in the future.
GameCube stuff on there, like a classics library as part of a subscription.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
I bet they sell some of them
the Switch
GameCube
2
controllers.
exclusive game library coming
I bet
to
you
Nintendo
they
Switch
sell some of those
Online Plus
controllers as an
expansion
extra.
pack launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released.
Told
it
you.
can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to
Told
quickly
you.
access Game Chat.
I'm like Nostradamus.
The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on
Like
Nintendo
it.
Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
What else is coming up? Do. Undertale's parallel story. Deltarune, is that what that says?
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4,
Borderlands
our
4.
upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo
I mean, that's
Switch
quite a big
2.
thing, I guess.
Borderlands is back. Loot and
Like
shoot
a
your
brand
way
new
through a world
console
filled
level
with
game
wild
coming
enemies
to
and
Switch 2.
outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
Civ 7 is quite a
In
big
Civ
release
7,
as
you'll
well.
establish an
Really,
empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history.
I know a lot of people
With the
love
new mouse
that.
controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade.
I think, you know, the Switch 2
And
versions
we
of
have even more news from 2K.
console or PC games are always going to be pared down.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinx.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that
But I guess
WWE
it's a
2K
new
is
audience.
coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
I just don't
We
care
can't
about
wait to
sports
see you in the
games.
ring.
Just
And
don't care
on
about
the court.
sports games at all. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry, sports fans.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a role.
4 kids
Let's
stranded.
make some trees.
It's a survival game.
Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line, and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it?
Is that Frozen?
Really have started to master this survival.
It's the
thing.
stream Frozen.
Stop the top. Ha! Nicely. It's everything. Let's set sail. This time for home.
Yeah, the video's frozen on the actual live stream.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
I don't know what's going on.
Let's look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
Yeah, the live stream's actually
Dodge
frozen.
countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel.
I don't know what we're watching now.
reloaded in a new 3D art style.
I don't know what we're watching.
You can expect some fan favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
I don't know. The actual Nintendo Direct live stream is frozen. If you look at the chat. Oh, there we go. Hang on. No, we've already seen this. Is this more Civ 7 stuff? I genuinely don't. And now they're replaying part of the stream. I'm sure this isn't Nintendo's fault.
Hello,
Yeah.
my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future
But,
to Nintendo.
Come on, man.
Of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in Night City. On Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the City of Dreams at home.
I genuinely
or
don't know
on
what
the
we're
go.
watching.
Get
The
ready
stream
to
is
meet
broken.
unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2.
I don't know what we're watching at this point.
こんにちは、スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。
I don't know what's
本作
going
は
on.
ミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された 新しい
This is
FF7 を体験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7
I don't know what I'm watching. The audio.
ぜひご期待ください。
The audio is out of sync with what's actually happening. Are we back in sync now? Hollow Knight Silk Song is coming in 2025. Kadea is going to be absolutely... Kadea is the only one I know who talks about this. She's gonna lose her mind. 2 Point Museum. Elden Ring is coming to Switch 2. But there's no... Star Wars Outlaws! I genuinely don't know whether we're back in sync now or what. I don't know what's going on. Reanimal. That looks cool. Fortnite. Fortnite's coming out. Crazy. Ridge Racer. Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. Tamagotchi Plaza. Human Fall Flat 2. Was Silk Song a thing? I think that was a thing,
We've shown
right?
a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
These cannot be... They cannot... It can't be in-game, this.
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
From Software game. Based in the UK, Bloodborne. I know people have been asking for a Bloodborne remaster for a long time. I don't think they were expecting it on Switch 2. Interesting. From Software getting in there with Switch, man, with Nintendo. Elden Ring. Bloodborne. I've not played Bloodborne, so I don't know, but... Is this a brand new Souls-like that's exclusive to Switch 2?
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon-to-depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
It's got dinosaurs in it. Definitely looks like a From Software game. Tell you that much.
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
The Duskbloods. New game. New game. Got a little mouse person in it. 2026. We got a little bit of time to wait. It's a Switch exclusive as well. From Software Switch exclusive. It's pretty crazy.
We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game. So please check it out when it's available.
Should have announced GTA 6.
That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games.
I wouldn't be
in the future,
surprised if
so we hope you're
GTA
looking
6
forward to it.
came to Switch 2. It would not
Next,
surprise me.
Please take a look at this.
Well, there's more. What's this little starflake? Little snowflake? Kirby. Kirby. Kirby Mario Kart. Why is every game a Mario Kart game? Oh my god. Air Riders. Okay, it's Mario Kart with Kirby. Nintendo love their racing.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
It's going to be another Nintendo game. What is this all about then? It's DK. DK, baby. It's Donkey Kong, made by From Software. It's Donkey Kong Souls-like. It's Donkey Kong Open World. It's Donkey Kong Assassin's Creed. It's Donkey Kong Star Wars Outlaws. It's actually got destroyable environments. That's quite cool. Donkey Kong Breath of the Wild. I wonder how destructible the environments are. Because that's always quite a cool thing in a game, is the destructible environments, but... They still haven't said how much it's going to be, right? We still need to know how much it's going to be. Donkey Kong Battlefield 2042. Hadouken Bonanza. Uh-oh. 17th of the 7th. Or the 7th of the 17th.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world.
Destructible environment's
More
cool.
details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
How much?
Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
Right. Not even the physical game there.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
How much?
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Arigatou gozaimasu. I'm trying to remember all of the stuff that went on earlier in the stream. I'm trying to remember the early stuff because there were some real disappointing things in there. There's some great things in here, but some really disappointing things as well. For me, they made a lot of the new mouse thing. The new mouse with the controllers being a mouse, which I think is a cool thing, but I think the use case for it is like so minimal because, like I said, I don't think most people are playing at a desk or at a table. I think most people are playing handheld or they're playing docked on a TV where the mouse is less useful, right? First thing that's a big issue for me is that they repeatedly said throughout the launch that only Nintendo Switch 2 compatible game. They keep saying that phrase, which the connotations of that are there are only so many games that are going to be compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2, and there's going to be a whole bunch of games. Most likely, a huge amount of these indie third-party games that you love to play on Switch, that is a big thing for me on Switch, was all the access to those indie third-party games, aren't going to be compatible out of the box. Like, it's not going to transfer over, or the devs are going to have to do work. And I predicted at the point that they said that it was going to be, right, this is Nintendo's time to do a whole bunch of remasters. And that's exactly what they've done. Is they've got Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and they're charging extra for all of those things. It's like, you know, when you get the PS4 games and you get a PS5 upgrade for 10 quid or whatever. Yes, it's going to be cheaper than the original game, but the fact that you can't play some of these games on Nintendo Switch 2 that you've bought on Nintendo Switch means that there isn't necessarily compatibility. So I think there's lots to be disappointed about. I think the voice chat, I think the face chat, and the screen sharing all looked a bit low rent to me. It all looked like it was like 720p, 15 frames, which was rough. Which was rough for me. And I'm just disappointed with a bunch of that stuff. Saying that, you know, do I think we need another Mario Kart game that's 60 quid? Not really. But that's, you know, you absolutely expect that. Do you need all of these remasters of the games that already exist just to pay extra for? No. Here's the most insane thing to me. Insane. And I mean, just blows my mind that this is even a question. When they started talking about that we've made a game that helps you explore the Nintendo Switch 2. And I was like, oh, cool. They've done like an Astrobot thing for Nintendo Switch 2. If anyone remembers Astrobot, the original game, it was a free game that helped demonstrate the new DualSense controller. They're making you pay for that shit. They've made a game that's a manual of the Switch. It looks like a low-rent version of, you know, an Astrobot thing. And they're making you pay for it. Like, just what? Doesn't make any sense to me. Astrobot was an amazing game. Astrobot has gone on to become an amazing paid game, but the original game was this free demo for the controller. Just do that. Why do I want to pay for a game that tells me where the magnets are in the Switch 2 controller? Why do I want to pay for that? Why are you charging money for that? That is mental. So, if the remasters are free, great. But they're not. They're additional costs. It's an upgrade cost. It's going to be cheaper than the original game, I think. No price for this console as yet. They haven't released the pricing. That being said, there's some great things about the hardware. I like the magnetic thing. I like the mouse thing. I like the game share thing. Owning one copy of the game and be able to share it locally. I really like that as well. Those are great things. I think the mouse thing is a gimmick, and I think it will disappear quite quickly. I don't think people are going to be playing on desks. I still can't get over paying for a demo game, basically, that demonstrates the system. That just it's so crazy to me. And I'm worried about how many games. They were really kind of vague about how many games are actually going to be compatible with Switch 2. And I think there's going to be a load of indie developers that just aren't going to be able to move over to Switch 2 because they won't be able to spend the time to make the necessary adjustments to the game that will make it work for Switch 2. Then there were things that like blew my mind. Elden Ring coming to Switch 2. I was like, what? I mean, if there was ever a game that didn't feel like a Switch 2 game, it was that game. And it looks like, you know, it's definitely a pared back version of it. Is it going to be the full game? I hope so. Is it going to be, you know, that open world full game? I hope so. And they just pare back the graphics. You know, that's insane. As well as another brand new From Software game that is going to be exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. That's insane. And there's a whole bunch of other games that look great to me. The stream, the live stream, did mess up about halfway through, which is not the best. So you know that's not the best thing, really, is it? The big question of are my Nintendo games that are currently on my account going to work on the Switch 2 is maybe not. Maybe not. If they're not Switch 2 compatible. The voice chat thing, they've made a huge thing about that. I think Nintendo needed voice chat for a long time. And I think what they've done is a basic implementation of it. And they've put all this kind of FaceTime stuff on top of it that all looks a bit kind of janky and kind of low res to me. And I'm slightly worried that the camera that they're delivering with it is going to be like, you can only use this camera, but maybe not. Maybe not. Game share is great. What else did they talk about? Hardware-wise, you know, it's a slightly bigger screen, which is great. There's not much, and there's a lot more storage space on the Switch 2, which is also great. No significantly extra thickness, bigger buttons on the controllers when you're taking them out. You know, there's lots of great things like that. 4K on the TV, HDR, all great. I still don't know whether you can attach a wireless headset to it, which is a big thing for me. A fan on the dock is great as well to keep it cool. I never had any issues with overheating on my Switch, but then, you know, this seems like it's got a lot more processing power. I'm just scrolling through the live stream now, and the welcome tour being a paid thing again just blows my mind. You know, here's another thing, like Mario Jamboree Party, you know, is an upgrade cost if you've already owned that. I don't know if it'll work on Switch 2 as standard, but so much of what, it looks like there's a lot of the mini games in a game like that where it's like you need the camera to make that work. You know, I just don't know if that's for me really. Remasters of some new games. Yeah, another, you know, the game, what was it called? The game where you're in the wheelchairs, a kind of Rocket League-esque thing in a wheelchair. Again, is an interesting concept, but you have to use, it seems like you have to use the mice on the table. Both controllers face down on the table for it to work. Again, I just don't, you know, maybe you can just play it with a controller as normal, but, you know, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Street Fighter's come in, which is great. EA FC and Madden couldn't care less. Hitman is coming. There was a bit that made me laugh where it was like Hogwarts Legacy coming to Switch 2. I'm like, it's already on Switch. People expect that. They're going to make you pay again for that. Yakuza was coming. A prequel to Zelda, the Hyrule Warriors, is coming. That looks good. All of the old GameCube, like the Classics library and the GameCube controller, was cool. Like, it's nice to have a Classics library. If you have the enhanced subscription, that's a cool thing. They seem to be leaning in. Like, there's a lot more console games. I'm just trying to see. There's a lot more console games coming. Console-style games coming to Switch 2, which is interesting to see. And Split Fiction is coming, which, again, is another great game. You know, that feels like it would make a superb Switch 2 game. Hollow Knight Silksong is coming this year, apparently, which, again, I'm not going to say much like that because I'm almost certain Kadea will have a video out on Silksong within moments. So, game-wise, there's lots to be shouted about, but I think... And the hardware looks great, but I don't like the camera stuff, really. Feels like a gimmick. The mouse stuff feels like a gimmick. And still no price. So I think there's some areas where Nintendo have kind of let us down, really. And I feel kind of sad to say that because I really wanted it to be... I really wanted it to just be a fully positive thing. But I think there's some areas where it's like, this just seems like madness. Anyway. Let me know down in the comments whether you think you're going to be buying a Switch 2, whether there's any elements you're disappointed with. I think there's a lot to be look forward to, and there's a lot to be kind of wary of, I think, with this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one.